Alright guys, so today might be a 2-video day. Hopefully I get into Mickey's Runaway at 1 day, so fingers crossed. And then I also want to show you some wedding venues, or just the weddings, or just I want to do like a wedding episode. I should show you guys like the wedding stuff that happens here at Disneyland because I am a DJ here and I kind of know that. And the Brown Show's coming up, so if I have any clients watching, this will kind of give you like a prep for that. And also might be my Valentine's Day episode. But anyways, let's go DCA and I'm gonna try to get on Mickey's Runaway Train. I hope that they do more with the magic bands. I mean, it's a quick way to get in the park, but at Disney World, like you'll see your name and signs and like you'll get stats of the rides you get on stuff. So hopefully this has more integration, but right now it's just an easy way to get into the park. So I made the mistake earlier of booking, well I think it's only park available, but I booked DCA for the day, but after 11 I go inside Disneyland. But the problem was I waked up at 7 a.m. to try to get into Mickey's Runaway, and I wasn't in the park yet, so I had to wait. Now I gotta wait till 1. So, but now I can refresh at 1 and be able to try to get into the ride. Look at these giant coins. That's awesome. They're pretty huge. Getting some Batman vibes from this over here. I always miss Iron Man. I never met him. I haven't had a chance to meet him this entire time. Never got to have interaction with Iron Man yet, so he's been my golden goose here. It's Lightning McQueen.
See you over at Radiator Springs Racers. Oh yeah.
Get the virtual queue, but I really just came for that. I could eat some more of the festival food, but I ate a lot of it last time, so, and things I haven't tried, but I don't know if I'm gonna use all the tabs. But I don't want to spend all the money, so I don't know. We'll see. This is quite the spot for Youth Parade. Looking at the water, all gone. It's gonna be San Francisco soon. You know, with this turning into San Francisco, like California theming is gonna be gone. It's gonna be more California influenced. But what do you think? It's a good ad to have San Francisco, or keep classic DCA? All right, so I set alarm for 15 minutes before 1 p.m. So I'm gonna sit down and wait and try to get on the queue for Mickey's Runaway. Wish me luck. Okay, found a quiet place to sit down. 10 minutes, and hopefully I get it today. I got my reservation. You can hear like a whole crowd just like sighing or being excited, but I got it. Sweet. All right, so I got my virtual queue for Runaway Train, but I think I deserve an award. This is a honeydew, I guess, mousse with boba. And then I think it's Hokkaido milk tea, or tiger milk tea. Let's give it a try. I've had this before, it's really good. It's pretty close to Taiwanese boba. Yeah. As far as authentic bobas, pretty close. Pretty close. It's probably my favorite Disneyland boba, if there's ever been one. You know, I'll give it favorite theme park boba, because I never had any other boba as good as this at theme park. Alright, the honeydew mousse. It smells like honeydew. I actually like honeydew. It's like my least favorite melon. Oh wow. Wow. I really like that. Wow. That's good. It's a very slightly melon flavor, but with that, it's almost like cantaloupe, or it's like honeydew flavored frosting. Wow, that's pretty good. I'd eat a cake of this, like a honeydew cake. That sounds delicious. You know, I'm really glad that DCA is the park that really embraces the diversity of California, having events like Lunar New Year and also celebrating Black History Month and even their holidays. Like, they really emphasize on the amazing diversity of our state, because that's the best thing about California. It's so diverse. As a Spider-Man cosplayer, as a Spider lover, you need to upgrade the goggles. There are people that make the lenses now. You can buy them. You can actually have someone design them for you now. It's possible. Give them some lenses. So with Ant-Man and the Wasp coming out next week, I'm pretty sure they'll have some displays and some photo ops here. But they already got some PIM test kitchen ads. That's cool. So there's a rumor that the Hyperion is going to be housing a Rogers musical. Like, they're actually going to make a Rogers musical, which is cool. It's like an in-universe style musical that have creative liberty to do whatever they want, but it'd be very different. I'm all for it though. I'd watch it. I'd totally watch it. I might even audition. There's a guy that went behind the blue rope on the photo op over there, and I want to tell him not to do that, but I'm not working. I'm not a cast member, you know, so I'm just a regular guy today. So I have no authority, but it did bug me. Genuinely, guys, if there's a rope, don't cross it, because you're not supposed to be back there. I want to see if there's any Ant-Man merchandise yet, because the movie's next week. But I don't see any small or tiny Ant-Man stuff yet. Mug. That's cool. It's a web mug. Dope! 90s Beast. It's a Beast Bust. Beast Bust. There's hardly any Ant-Man stuff in there. Like, close to zero. But they'll probably save it for next week, maybe. But there's like no Ant-Man stuff. I really don't get early sandwiches, but I just want to make sure I'm in the park by the time they call my number, so I'm just going to the park. I'm so excited. I've been to one in Florida, so if it's, I heard the same crowd, we're a little different, but I heard the queue is amazing at ours, so I can't wait to see it. Very light crowds. It's only 1:43, so no pass holders in yet. Yeah, pretty easy. So did you know that Disneyland Castle is one of, if not the most popular place to get engaged? I promise you, you wait here any 5 minutes or 10 minutes, someone will get engaged at that castle today. In fact, I might just wait. He's gonna get on one knee. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe? No. So the ride's down right now, and people are waiting to get in. So it might push back my time. But I just want to try the Shrub Grove Tavern here. They have the tangled lanterns here. Or those Lion King lanterns, I don't know. I'm just gonna catch the show. So I know these aren't authentic African dishes, but they're African flavors, and you know, they're inspired. I actually really enjoy the African food that I've tried. You know, here in California, but also Kingdom and whatnot. So I hopefully I can try more African cuisine in the future. It's really good. I like it. All right, the potato sambusa from the Shrub Grove Tavern. Smells good. Smells kind of sweet, but I guess like a potato samosa? Was a sambusa? Let's try it. Sambusa. Ooh, it's flaky. Okay, without the dipping sauce. A little cinnamon in that. Reminds me of the egg dish in Boma. But the cinnamon works on this. Where cinnamon didn't work on that one. Very good. I don't know, it's like a, it smells like tamarind. Let's try the sauce. Oh no. It's just like Chinese plum sauce. A spiced one. That's good. It was really good, actually. Yeah, I want to go Mark Twain, but my phone's dying. It's not in my battery. So I'll go to my car, get a charger, and come back. Hopefully there's no line to get back in, because I can just make a beeline straight to Toon Town. Sweet, no line. Let's get this done.
How are you?
Good, good.
So we don't have cable anymore.
So I'm in the park. About 40 minutes left to get to Toon Town. Where did Mickey go? He's gone. I'm back. They got the music from the ride. Look at that. Whoa. Wow. Oh, this is so cool. Look at these posters. Oh, Toonsies. That's awesome. Oh, look. Freaky Friday, the classic one. Absent-minded Professor Von Drake. That's awesome. Oh, these feisty ducks. That's funny. Oh, that's dope. That's the coolest one. Oh my god. Chipmunk trap. Wow. Oh, cool. There's so much stuff in here. Oh, there's the phone. From Fantasia.
Oh, because he was running.
All this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the birthday cake. The beanstalk. Oh my god. That's awesome. Oh, the Salt Shaker and the key? That's so cool. So this Christmas tree, I remember this cartoon. Oh, look. Look at those. Disco Mickey Mouse and Mouser size. Is that your That's so cool. It's from Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse Playhouse for the kids. I don't know if you checked out these cartoons, but they're actually pretty funny. And they actually highlight like different countries too. Like this one's in Paris. The croissant. Yeah, grill. Potato land.
That is so cute. Oh, look at oh, there's I wonder. It looks so good. Oh my god.
Good characters. Look at McDonald's. Valley Coast. Oh, come here, Paris. That's crazy. Oh, shoot.
Alright, buddy, come on inside the El Capitan Theater.
Wow.
Just right before the railing, not too close to the railing.
Nothing can stop us now. I'll tell you how. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train? Excuse me, you there. Do you mind helping these good people into the cartoon while I fix this here locomotive?
Sure, I would love to, Goofy.
Thanks. Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up.
Alright, just wait for the gates to completely open. Yeah, walk right into the cartoon. Careful, running.
In the cartoon world.
Permanezcan sentados y vigilen a sus niños. Gracias.
Left or right, friends? Come on
Good job on here. I love the hard lines.
Please keep your
Looks like a animation.
Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park. Hey, Mick and Mia. What could possibly go wrong?
Now, let's
I'll just check my trusty man. Let's see. Oh, ow! Yes, I'll just press all the buttons and see what happens. Hope you don't have any other plans. Well, thanks, big niggers. Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Leaving the cartoon world back to reality. That was great. Very similar to Florida's. There's a few different turns. It feels a little smaller, but just as good as Florida's. A better standby line, I'll tell you that. The Toon Town's still under construction. Still nothing here yet. Guess be a food option here in the future. But yeah. Ooh, there's a store. No, the store's not open. I just realized there's no trolley track anymore. It's all gone. Wow. And pause, but no Dalmatian in there. Just pause. So this is the park that they have open for kids to run. Extra space, which is needed in the park, I think. Roger Rabbit's not open yet? Nothing is open, it's just the ride. There's still construction on back there. But this is cool, look at this, all the space for kids to run around and, you know? Toon Town should be a kid's place. It should be for the kids to run around. Like, that's needed. All the interactive stuff are still in place, that's good. That's great. I'm glad there's still stuff for kids to interact with, because that was one of the cool things about Toon Town when you're a kid. Like, you can grab things, push buttons, and hear sounds, and like, it made the whole area feel alive. But there's really nothing to do here except the ride, because no other attraction, no food, no, one bathroom, no store. So really go on the ride and you're done. So 1, feels great to be back in Toon Town. 2, it's super clean. 3, that's a great ride. Like it's a great all ages ride. So like kids, family, like any big family, like it's perfect. Any age, it's just a great ride for family and for any fan of Disney, really. So if you're wondering if I think it's better than Florida's, the ride itself, I think is pretty much the same. I think ours has a better queue and standby line. Like, I wouldn't mind waiting there longer. I felt like I was rushed because there wasn't a lot of people in line, but there's so many little Easter eggs, like Mickey-shaped popcorn kernels, and like they had that Darkwing peanut cups, you know, like a lot of cool Easter eggs on this queue. So, in that sense, I think ours is better, but the ride itself runs pretty much the same as Florida's. Projection actually maybe better because the projection mapping, everything's clean and like no scratches, no dents, like perfect screens, perfect like digital screens, and it looks great. All right, that was fun. Great ride. I really think ours is better than Florida's just because it's newer. Screens are cleaner, you know. The queue is better, but Florida's great too. Like, you go in Florida. If you're in Disney World, wait in line, get the queue, do Mickey's Runaway in Florida. It's great. But yeah, that was fun. I can't wait to take my friends on that ride. I can't wait to take the kids on that ride. Like, I think it's a great family ride because everyone can go on the ride and it's like super safe, super fun, great for the kids. Look, a cheese board. It's a cheese board. It looks like cheese. All right, this is the atrium. You do ceremony here, you also do a wedding here as well, a reception. This is one of the major spots for a lot of ceremonies and receptions. It's a pretty cool spot because it's so symmetrically round. It does have the monorail going through it, so occasionally if you're having your vows or first dance, the monorail is going to be going all throughout the night. If you don't mind that, great venue spot. I do have to say, the thing I tell my guests is that, the thing I tell my clients is that, you know, this is the only venue area that is, you get to be part of the attraction because you were part of the monorail. So what I do when I see a monorail go by, I just act like a robot, stagnant. But yeah, this is one of the popular outdoor spots for Grand California. Pretty cool. Normally when I work here, I'm set up right here, the DJ booth, and then normally the sweetheart table is over here. Also, this is where the ceremony would take place normally, on this side here. And luckily it's close enough for my microphone to reach, but any further back I wouldn't be able to, you know, bring my microphone over this far. It's definitely one of my favorite outdoor spots for Grand California because, you know, just because it's very symmetrical and it kind of sinks in too, so it's definitely a nice spot. Besides the monorail coming by every like maybe 30-20 minutes, other thing about this area, outdoor, music has to stop at 10 no matter what. 10's like the drop off point because there are rooms in the area, so it has to be over that time. Adjacent to that, you do small ceremony here as well. No one really does reception here, but you can do a small ceremony in this area. I believe they do cocktail hour here too, but reception here, ceremony here, or cocktail hour. Trillium is also a very popular space. I don't think it's supposed to open. It's actually set up for something. I don't want to just walk in because it could be private events. But I've done lots of weddings in the Trillium room. It's one of the popular rooms for reception. So here's another popular ceremony sites. The lineup chairs here, and that's where the atrium will be, right here. Where that lady's sitting. But right here is one of the sites they're going to try to sell you for your ceremony area, which is nice. It's a little smaller for smaller parties. Surprisingly, you do a lot of smaller weddings at Disney because they have so many rooms to facilitate, and lots of people do what they call getaway weddings, where it's a small group of family members who just come for not only a wedding but also to knock out like a Disney vacation, which is very popular. So like people like 35 to 40 people within a wedding party just to, you know, celebrate and spend time in the park. And I think smaller weddings are cool because the people that are going to be there want to be there. Whereas like larger weddings, a lot of people come out of obligation and whatnot, or there's like family that you don't know. But if it's like 35 people or 40 people, you genuinely know everybody who's going to be there. There's no strange aunt, no strange date, you know. Those are the people that really know you guys and care to be there. So but this is one of the spots for these smaller getaway weddings in this area here. I've done a few here. It's really nice. And if you're guessing if guests are ever kind of interrupting your wedding or they're trying to witness the wedding from their rooms, a lot of times they're generally pretty nice and no one ever really takes away attention from the bride and groom. People are very respectful when it comes to weddings for the most part. When I've been here, you hear like big applauses when they kiss and stuff, but guesting hotels are genuinely pretty polite in terms of just being quiet for weddings and whatnot, because the rooms people are still in the rooms during all these ceremonies and stuff. So but yeah, my experiences, guests have been generally nice. Next spot, there's a small recreational area, but they do ceremonies here. This is one of the lofts here at the Grand California. They're ping pong tables and recreational stuff normally, so people can rest here and chill. But during the wedding day, they either cover them up or they move them aside. So you're good for, there's not gonna be ping pong tables at your wedding, obviously. But I've done ceremony here too, maybe twice. Not as much as the other places. But let's go see what else we can find. Let's see if I put my head in the trillium room, see if it's, oh, there's a window open. Oh, the door's open, maybe I can check it out. So a lot of times at this buffet, they'll serve it outdoor, at least some tables. Oh yeah, I don't think it's a wedding, but looks like they're having like a little dinner in here. But that wall can break down. This whole room can be used for a wedding itself. For wedding reception, it is. Yeah, there's actually one big room that's all connected, but they're using it for a private event. So I can't get in there, but all the larger rooms are all in there. If I can show you the future, maybe I'll show you some pictures, but this is where you do a lot of receptions, the bigger receptions in this area. All right, here it is, the most popular ceremony site at Disneyland, or at the Disneyland Hotel. This gazebo's been here for longer than I can remember. The thing about this spot is that, one, you're at Disneyland Hotel, so one thing that Disney really cares about is branding. So if you have the carriage that's gonna come out this way, all the music that you, I mean, this is a DJ note, all the music that you have with the carriage has to be according to the theme of either like something majestic or something regal, like something that you would hear royalty, or something Disney. So those are the two criterias for music for when you come down the aisle on the carriage. If you have like a special song that you want because it's like, you know, a pop song that isn't Disney, what will happen is for when the carriage comes in, it'll be Disney themed or something regal, but once you have to wait for it to leave, and then you walk and you can play your song. So that's the caveat of having the carriage. The carriage must always have Disney theme or something royal theme to its theming. But yeah, this what's cool about the gazebo is that it has its own speakers. So these are all self-contained. All you need to do is plug in and play. But yeah, this is the most popular spot for ceremony right here. But yeah, I've been doing weddings here for the last 12 years. Is that crazy? I've been on these steps for 12 years. I've set up my speakers before when there wasn't speakers here, to now where there's speakers installed. And also they have lighting. So what's cool about, if you do a later wedding, there is hanging lights as well to illuminate the ceremony. If you were asking me what's better, evening wedding or daytime wedding, you know, I have to say, I imagine it's better for the photographer during the daytime because natural lighting is always better, you know. But at night you get the lights, it glows, you know. There's a certain look to it, to an evening wedding. So pick and choose your own. But this is the #1 ceremony area here at Disneyland every time. Also, when you have your recessional, and if you know what a recessional is when the wedding ends, you walk back down the aisle as a married couple. You actually go back into your carriage, and the carriage will take one more loop around the ceremony area. I call that the victory lap. So this whole pathway needs to be clear because the carriage and horse are going to go around one more round. So usually at that time, if I see guests sitting over there by Trader Sam's, I'll ask them to please move because there is a horse and a carriage coming by, you know? A lot of times we do smaller weddings here, and you know what? For smaller weddings, there's smaller gazebos. This is the gazebo at the Adventure Lawn. It is smaller, much smaller, but just as intimate. Also has speakers. So this is one of the gazebos for one of the smaller weddings. But a lot of times, this one doesn't get booked as much as the Rose Garden. The Rose Garden will always get booked more. And I think this is kind of a last resort normally. And I've done maybe like 1 or 2 here. And they're very intimate, very small, but very, very poignant, you know? For reception, this is the Adventure Lawn. There's lots of space for large parties and small too. Only downside, if you're a DJ, I would recommend, if they're gonna put the sweetheart table in the further back area, maybe put your receiver a little closer, because if this is actually where I'm located when I DJ here. I'm sometimes afraid that my receiver isn't close enough because a lot of times they do the toast all the way over there. So if that's the case, I bring them forward a little bit, or you know, like I said, bring your receiver a little closer just so you get in range. But yeah, normally the DJ is right here on the platform where I'm at. I'll make sure from there I go. What's cool about this spot is that like there's just so much space for like if you want to do a churro card, you want to have a artist, you want to have a photo booth. Like there's space for it here. Like this is one of the best outdoor spaces for your fairy tale wedding. Also, they have dangle lights as well here, and at night it looks amazing. I've done maybe 2 weddings on the lawn. Only thing is, if you're exposed to the weather, so it can be hot. It can rain, you know, you have complete exposure to that. But to me, this is probably one of the best places to watch the fireworks for reception. There are very, very few reception areas that you can see the fireworks from, like actually as guests. But when you're sitting down here, enjoying a meal, you can actually capture the fireworks. It's actually pretty nice. So in terms of like fireworks, this is probably the best location if you want your guests to experience fireworks at your wedding day. And that's where the DJ is normally set up for the reception. I've never been anywhere else. It's usually on that platform. But my advice, like I said, if your table is going to be this far away, either move your receiver or maybe ask the dude toast a little closer to where you are. Because that was a little tricky when I realized that. It kind of sucks. So that's the Sleep Media Pavilion. It's actually the most popular of the reception areas. It's a big circular room. Hopefully I get in there. If not, I plan to put it there. So Sleep Media Pavilion is the most popular of the locations. Right next to it, they have more space for more people. Also the Grand Ballroom downstairs too. Okay, it's not open. I can't get in there, clearly. But Magic Kingdom Ballroom, number 1. I'll show some footage of that. That is one of the bigger rooms for like big, grander weddings. But it's not the biggest. The biggest one's downstairs. I'm hoping that maybe I could vlog during my Disney Brow show, at least at the end of it, so I can show you more stuff in detail. Because I have things all dressed up for that day too. But yeah, this is where primarily most of the weddings take place. Through these doors here is the Grand Ballroom. It's the biggest. I think it's the biggest venue that's here, or maybe it could be bigger. It could be bigger over there at Grand California. But at least at the Disneyland Hotel, this is the largest space that you have for weddings and special events. It actually has a sunken dance floor, and it's really big, really grand. There's also a chandelier and whatnot. It's beautiful, actually. I've never actually worked a wedding there, but I hope to someday. But those are like either big weddings, or I've seen people rent it out for smaller weddings. It doesn't look as, like, that's a place you want it to be full. Like, you don't want to have like a party of 30 or 40 at this big of a room. It just looks really, aesthetically, it doesn't look too good. I've never seen them do any type of wedding at the convention center, but you know, there's still, if you have a wedding big enough, you could. But this area is primarily just for conventions and, you know, expos, things like that. But the Grand Ballroom, I think is beautiful, but you need to fill that place up. I've only seen it filled for like the convention, for the Brow Show, and also for like other conventions there too. Or they did the Thanksgiving dinners over there, like the big Thanksgiving dinner at Disney. It's actually in the Grand Ballroom. So those are all the different venues and different locations you have for your reception and for your ceremony here at Disneyland Resort. And remember, if you're booking a Disney Fairy Tale wedding and you want me to DJ your wedding, please let Disney know, whoever you were planning with. Make sure that you set the date, make sure I'm secure and locked in for that, and I'd love to DJ your wedding. And book early, because I get, not to brag, I get booked really quickly, especially when the season starts rolling in. You need to book and lock me in and lock me down. You have to book and lock me down, because I'm gonna pick up jobs. You know, I can't, if I don't know you're hoping for me to DJ your wedding, I won't know. So you need to book me so I can reserve those dates. So with that said, thanks for watching, guys. Please be safe, be kind, be you, and I will see you on the next vlog. Peace.